Hey folks, it's Jordan, the compassionate behaviorist, and today we're going to do a mindfulness exercise called Ask Wise Mind. Wise Mind in DBT is considered the balancing of our emotional mind on one side and our logical mind on the other side. So our emotional mind is that part of us that is just feeling the raw emotion and is urged by the emotion. As we know that every emotion comes with an action urge. So when we're in our emotion mind, we're typically just going with what our emotion says. So if we're feeling guilt, we might be apologizing. And if we're feeling excessive guilt, we're going to be over-apologizing. If we're experiencing shame, the action urge is going to be to hide or to cover something up or to kind of bury a part of ourselves or even hide ourselves from the world, from other people. Also, if any of these emotions are really painful, the action urge might be to distract from it, and sometimes the ways that we find to distract become more and more harmful. They can become addictive or compulsive, self-reinforcing in kind of a downward spiral. So our emotion mind, just being in our emotional mind, is a place that can be really not sustainable for us and can lead to more and more problems. Reactivity is another word for being in our emotional mind. Being in our logical mind is when we're just very attuned to facts, or at least what we're perceiving as facts in the moment, and consequences, and we're not honoring our emotions. We're maybe numbing out or invalidating them from ourselves or others, and it makes it hard for us to connect with other people or connect with ourselves in a validating way, and we kind of numb out more and more. And we're not computers, we're humans. Emotions are important. We will feel them whether we like it or not. And so being in our logical mind all the time is also not sustainable. So in DBT, the idea is there's a bias toward and a goal toward helping ourselves as therapists and clinicians, also helping our clients or parents or friends of clients or whoever is trying to benefit from this, to find this synthesis, the dialectical synthesis of wise mind. You will not be able to stay there. Like, it's not our default place to just be perfectly in our wise mind. Maybe that's where the Buddha stays, or maybe that's where other kind of enlightened figures that we venerate and look up to are in the wise mind. But most of us, we're humans, we're going to veer into the emotional mind or the logical mind. And so learning how to activate your own wise mind or how to get into your wise mind is going to help all the other skills become more helpful, more effective for you. So this is a guided meditation to help you ask your wise mind. So what we're going to do is I'm going to lead you in this exercise, and I'll do it at the same time while I'm sitting here. So go ahead and find yourself seated in a relaxed and yet alert position. And you can choose to have your palms up or palms down in your lap. We want you to have an open posture. And then you can go ahead and either close your eyes or leave them open. For this exercise, I typically like to close my eyes, and so I'll do that. And you can go ahead and start by whatever helps you kind of focus in on one thing. For some people, it might be their breath. For some people, it might be their feet on the ground, or their body in the chair. And let yourself focus on one thing like that. You're bringing the qualities of non-judgment, curiosity, and letting things be as they are in this moment. And I want you to shift your attention to a question that's been hard for you to answer. Maybe it's a question about something where you feel some struggle or tension or pain in your life. Some question that feels unresolved, or some pain or tension that feels Maybe you're stuck there. Go ahead and bring that to the front of your mind in the form of a question. And I'll do the same. And once you have the question, we're going to practice asking our wise mind, trusting that there is a part of us deep in our intuition, or if you're a religious or spiritual person, in your own inner spirit, that there's an inner wisdom, that there's a resource within you that has wisdom, compassion, patience. So as you breathe in, you're going to ask the question to your wise mind. And as you breathe out, you're going to listen. And as you ask your wise mind, your mind may wander and become distracted or judgmental of how you're doing this exercise or how it's working for you. You can notice if your mind is distracted in these ways, and bring yourself back gently to the question, asking with curiosity, with sincerity and openness, and listening with curiosity and sincerity and openness. And if your question changes, that's okay. Maybe your wise mind helping you, guiding you. Go ahead and open your eyes when you're ready. So this is an exercise that you could continue, or it might spur some ideas that you could write down in a journal. Maybe you received some guidance or answers from your wise mind. Maybe it was something that was welcome and comforting. Maybe it was an answer that stretches you outside of your comfort zone. Maybe the question became altered and your wise mind helped you to ask a different question. That's very commonly what happens for me when I practice asking my wise mind. One of the interesting things about this concept is that it is, for a lot of people, it resembles their own spiritual practice or religious practice that they may have been raised with, or that they may have come to at a part in their life. And it doesn't have to be something that's aligned with any specific religious or spiritual tradition, but it might feel similar when it's helpful, if that's been helpful to you. That you're trusting that there is a source of love, compassion, and guidance that you can turn to when you're stuck, when you have questions. Thanks for joining me on this video. I hope it was helpful to you. There's more videos where that came from, and there will be more. And be good to each other. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.